Corners TV. It's myself, Musto, MPR. Today with...
Freeze, the abominable snowman.
Okay, Mr. Freeze. What's going on? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's best. Thanks for having us today still.
No problem. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. Random question first. If you could have a dinner party with 3 artists, dead or alive, who would they be?
That's a good question still. John Legend, because he's a gangster on the keys. Alicia Keys, because she is sexy as hell.
Yeah.
And Faith Evans.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting choice. I think mine would be like an East and West shootout between Biggie and Tupac. I'm not sure whether to sit them across the table or next to each other. I don't know where they'd cause less damage. But I'd probably have... I would have Bob Marley, maybe Gregory Isaacs, maybe Barrington Levy, Tupac and Biggie. Definitely, they're my favourite artists. So, right now, what do you find inspires you to write your music, and who inspires you to write your music?
Well, I would say myself is a big inspiration, and people around me,
Yeah.
and the lack of what other people are doing with the position that they're in.
Okay. So you feed off other people's waste kind of, and you see that opportunity there, letting slip, and you're jumping on that.
Just look what everyone's doing, what I'm doing. Even if I'm doing something wrong, an artist where I want to be, try to take a leaf out of everybody's book, but keep it as original to myself and stick on path to my own ideas.
I like that. I like that. What would you say so far is the best part of your musical career, and what's your favourite achievement or best achievement?
I would say right now would be my first mixtape that I put out, which is the Deep Freeze, which is available on ukrapmusic.com, and that is just I would say it's a statement.
Okay.
To all the critics, people that have wanted to hear my music but haven't had a chance and they put nothing out. So I would say that, and then just onwards.
Yeah. What kind of response are you expecting from the mixtape? What would your ideal response be?
Obviously I want a good amount of downloads, but the main thing is just to get people feedback.
Yeah. Just
to know, so I can know what my fan base is. Even if people don't like something, I want to know what you don't like about it.
Yeah, so you can improve on it and make it better on your next mixtape. Where would you see yourself in a year's time? Where would you like to see yourself in a year's time? Definitely
a couple mixtapes in, 3 or 4, and maybe EP released and album, and just touring.
Yeah.
Just get my name out there, really.
Okay. Like I said, who would you like to work with in the UK or the US?
Ooh.
One artist from each you can have.
I would say from the UK would be maybe someone like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Because I like the acoustic, gives like a raw style, like a live performance style.
Yeah.
With the guitars, and mostly Estelle.
Yeah, Estelle's done well. I think she went to America and, I don't know, I wouldn't say she hasn't done much, but because she's in America, we haven't heard much from her in the UK.
Yeah.
I think she's done some bits with Rick Ross. I mean, definitely some of the artists that I'd like to work with. But, you know, we don't hear as much from her in the UK. So, next question. Do you think, like, everybody idea in England, every artist idea, I want to crack America, end up tried and didn't do too great?
Yeah.
You know, other artists have gone out. Chipmunk's now signed to T.I.
Yeah, I heard of that.
K. Coke signed to Jay-Z, and everybody said, oh yeah, look at these UK artists, but Sway's been signed to Akon for years. What do you think about American music and the UK music? Do you feel it's strong enough to get out in the UK, in America, or?
Yes and no. The reason no is because everybody's trying to jump on the American wave. So there's no wave from the UK being brought over, if that makes sense in a way.
Yeah.
So I think foremost would to be kind of conquer your fan base in the UK and make sure it's strong. If God forbid anything does flop in America, you still got some type of fan base to come back to. So they're turning your back, not even turning your back, but not putting that work to get the foundation on your home ground, and then going over, not really going to want to take you back in to say, well, you went to America, didn't you do your thing, now you expect us to buy your CDs and put our faith back in you again.
And final question, what do you think of artists that have gone commercial, say like Chipmunk, and the criticism he's taken for that? Put yourself in Chipmunk's shoes, would you have accepted the deal that made him commercial? Or stay true to your fans and not get paid as much?
Boy, you've got to take that chance. So I think you made the right decision
Yeah.
in taking opportunity. If you don't want to sit down and think, I could have done this and let be the thing that I could have done that. You want to go and take the opportunity and do it. And you can say if it don't work out that you tried, learn from your errors, and you know where not to go wrong the next time. So I think it was a good move for him. He's done some good collaborations, got his name out, so other labels or other people can invest in him like T.I. did. So it's a good move either way. Okay,
and finally, tell the people at home where they can get hold of your merchandise, your music, and just to contact you.
Alright, first things first, Global Sports, sporting the hat, clothes, you can go to Shepherd's Bush to get that. Come at the station, walk straight down, you can't miss it, people will tell you where it is. You want to find out about my music, I've got a YouTube which is YouTube.com/follow freeze. Facebook is the same thing, follow freeze, and the Twitter is follow freeze85. And
Street Corners TV after today as well, so you can catch him on Street Corners TV. It's a pleasure, as always. Take care. Thanks for your time.
A bomb and a boom.